Hi, TJ Callan. Welcome to Callan's Crafting Studio. In this video, I'm going to do a product review of some glitter heat transfer vinyl that was sent to me by a company called HTVRont. So we're going to try it out, see how it weeds and how it applies to material, and we'll see what we think. So stay tuned, because here we go. So before I start this, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, that's why I have pink streak in my hair, in case you were wondering. Anyway, this company, HTVRont, I don't really know if that's how it's pronounced, but they contacted me and asked me to do a review if they sent me some of this, so I agreed to do that. And I got the package in 3 days. It came from Amazon. They do sell it on Amazon. They have their own website. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. I get it's spelled HTVRont, so I think it's HTVRont. And their website is htvRont49.com. But when you do go to purchase the things that they offer on their website, it takes you to Amazon. So they definitely are affiliated with Amazon, and that's how they sell their product. I do believe that the company is overseas. I don't think it's made in the United States, but they obviously have stock in the United States because I did get the package in just a couple days. They sell multiple things on their website. It's mainly heat transfer vinyl products, but they have the standard kind, assorted colors that are not glittery, just the regular flat colors. And there's different bundles. This was a 13 pack of it, and when they say 13, it's a little bit misleading because you think you're getting 13 pieces of it, and you're not. You're only getting 12, and one of the pieces is a Teflon sheet that you want to use to cover it when you're applying it to your materials. And it was $21.38. It was what the price is. They did tell me that they would give me a 20% discount code, which I'll put below for any of my subscribers. And the size of the sheets are 12 inches by 10 inches. So I thought that was odd. I don't know why they wouldn't be 12 by 12, because they do advertise it fitting Cricut machines and Cameos and Silhouettes, and I've never used those machines, so honestly I'm not familiar with what size those mats cut at, but you know, it's still a decent size, you know, to get a nice project on it. I wouldn't even use this much for the front of a shirt, so I definitely can get one design out of one piece. And the color choices in this particular pack that it came with, and I'll go through the colors. I put my reading glasses on. Silver, they call this one silver, and there's 2 pieces of that, 2 pieces of red, 2 pieces of golden. We have a red rose, they call it, or rose red, which is really a pink. There's a green, there's a black, and then there's 2 pieces in the back here. This one, it almost looks black, but it has some beautiful blue. I would call it like a midnight blue almost. They call it laser black. And then they have what they call a laser silver. And the difference between that one, it's really kind of hard to tell. This has maybe some greenish color highlights in it versus, I don't know, you're not going to be able to see this on camera, the difference, I don't think. But it's just a little bit different of a color silver. I feel like the standard silver is a little bit more glittery looking, and this one is like a little bit, the little specks are smaller. I don't know, there looks like some purples and greens in there. It's pretty, it's very pretty. And the one noticeable thing right away, it's thinner. And I printed some stuff off of their website, which they say that they're made of SGS, certified eco-friendly materials. I'm not sure what SGS is, but this heat transfer vinyl is perfect for making crafts like t-shirts, cups, any fabric items. You can create characteristic projects or stylish gifts for your friends. It comes in a variety of gorgeous colors, which are bright and remain bright and brilliant. The durable quality and thin profile create seamless designs, and it's soft for comfortable wear. So I do think that maybe because it's thinner, that it'll kind of meld with the fabric a little bit better than some of the other ones. Not that I have problems with either. I've previously used Sizer or Cricut brand, and I don't really have a preference on those. It's all about price for me. I think that they're pretty comparable, and Both of them weed very easily. This is a piece of the Cricut White. It is definitely thicker. It's definitely thicker than these. So I don't know yet if that's a positive or a negative. It looks like it's going to be a positive. And it says it preserves its shape and vibrancy of the color even after a long period and repeated washes. And it says it's machine washable and it offers an excellent elasticity and superior durability, no color fading, no peeling off, no cracking after repeated washes. Now I will say that's one thing that I'm always impressed about with the other two brands, because I've washed the glitter many times and for me it never peels off, whereas the standard iron-on material, the solid matte colors, after a while, sometimes some of those start to peel a little bit, and I've never had issues. I find that glitter, I love the glitter shirts. I love it. I make everything glitter. I'm a glitter girl. So it does give you some instructions also in the packet, and there's some YouTube videos that you can watch. And one notable thing about this, it is a cool peel. Whereas the other ones I've used are a warm or hot peel. Like after you take your heat off, you immediately peel the film off of the top. And this does specifically say it's a cool peel. So we'll see how that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something on just a tank top. And I'm going to use my Cricut Easy Press instead of my heat press. I just think it'll be easier to do this for the purposes of this demonstration. So we'll see how that works. I don't know that there was any other notes that I wanted to mention before we get started, but I'm excited to try it. So here we go. Okay, it's cut on the machine, and one thing you want to always make sure you remember, which I didn't mention before, is that you do want to put it with the shiny liner side down on your cutting mat, and make sure you reverse your image in Design Space. So one thing I will say, I have all the lights off, which is how I like to weed usually. And the first thing I'm noticing is that I cannot see my cut lines at all with this. So I don't know if it has to do with the thickness or the color that I chose to use the silver, but I can't see it at all. So let's see how it weeds. That's not necessarily a bad thing either. All right, well, it pulls up. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, now there we lost a little bit. I just decided to put my logo on a shirt. I can't have too many shirts with my little Kalen's Crafting Studio logo, so that was a simple, quick, easy one to do. I will say that it pulls up really, really, really easily. Let's see here. So if you can cut your project to size, meaning don't waste it, and just cut out exactly the measurements that you need, since you can't see it. Let's see here. I might even trim the bottom of this a little bit just to save the piece, but it's weeding very, very well. Very well. I think I might just grab some scissors and try to salvage the bottom piece of this. Give me just a quick second. Just so I don't waste it and I can use a piece of it for later. I just wasn't able to cut it ahead of time. Well, I should have just measured it and cut it, but I didn't do it that way. But that way I can save this piece for something else. I always like to save my scraps. You never know when you just need a tiny little piece, but wow, it pulls off with virtually no effort whatsoever. I can't believe how easily that weeded. So now this is where you have to be able to see your little cut lines, and that's hard to do. I just happen to know where some of them are in my logo. But I'm very Impressed with the way it's weaving so far. So the temperature that it recommends is 305 degrees. So I've got my Easy Press already preheated to that. Let's see, I think I have a little piece in here somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it weaves really easy. I just wish I could see the cut lines a little bit better. So I knew what I was trying to pick out here. I think I'm missing one little piece over here at the top, and I can't quite figure out where that, oh, there it is. These little pieces off. So I decided to do the silver, and I can't really see with the lighting here, but I'm going to turn all my lights back on and we'll move on to the next step of ironing it on and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm reading the instructions, which say cut in reverse, weed excess material, preheat garment for 2 to 3 seconds, apply design at 305 degrees, use light medium pressure for 10 to 15 seconds. So 10 to 15 seconds is very quick compared to some of the others, which are at least usually 30 seconds. And then it says peel carrier cold. So let's try it. So we're gonna make sure we use this. So this is, I couldn't believe how easily it weeded. So I definitely, so far, really like that. Okay, let's see. So preheat for 2 to 3 seconds. Let's do that. Just kind of, I'm not going to use the timer for just a couple seconds. All right, so we've got that. Preheat it, couple seconds. Placement. Minus the cat hair that gets all over everything in my house. It's very difficult to wear black in this house, but I do. I just use lint rollers everywhere. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this where I think I want it to go. I think that's pretty good placement. Get the piece of cat hair out from underneath it. Oh my goodness. I'll pick that off later. Okay, so it's preheated, it's down. I'm gonna use their Teflon sheet that they included with it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. I have this set for 30 seconds, so I'll just go ahead and pull it back off after about 10-15 seconds. That's 10 seconds. We'll just do it for the 15 just to be safe. There we go, 15 seconds. Okay, it doesn't say you have to do it on the back or anything. So we're just gonna let this cool down for a second. Yes, it's very hot. And I'm using my Cricut mat, pressing mat, which reflects the heat back up to it, so you maximize your heat. I have the smaller one. I don't have the larger one. I just use the small one. It's still pretty warm. Let's see. It's sticking, but I still feel like it's a little warm, so I'm just going to give it a few seconds more. Oh, it's coming up. Look at that. Wow. It's definitely thinner, which I like. It's not nearly as thick as some of them. It feels good. It does feel, as they say, it's like pretty pliable. It's like bendy. Wow, I think I really like this. Yeah, so there you have it. Can you see? You can see how it's almost metallic looking in this, almost like a sort of, yeah, like a metal finish, but it's definitely glittery. It's just hard to see on camera, but I would say it's interesting. It's a different type of glitter than the other one, but it's definitely brilliant color, and I think it looks fabulous. So I would say I would give this with the very first go around a thumbs up. And I do think that it's less expensive for 20 bucks, and you get 12 sheets of it, you know, at 10 inches a piece, versus like a roll of Cricut when it's not on sale. Run is usually anywhere, I don't know, I want to say their vinyl's around $14.99 or $12.99. So yeah, I mean, if you can get it on sale, it's still a deal. And if you don't need that much, they don't sell it individually. It just seems to come in the bundle packs of colors. So if you just need like one color, but if you're just looking to stock up your supply, I would definitely say go for it. So I'm just going to come down here. Yeah, I like this HTVRont heat transfer vinyl. So give it a shot. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my page and click the bell notification so anytime I post new content, you get notified. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.